Okay, so today is Saturday, March 27th, 2025. I think it's Saturday, March 27th, but it's Saturday and it's sunny, it's bloody beautiful, and I'm walking like this here. You can see behind me and all around. It is a nice, beautiful day. You like my half a head? Watch this. It's a nice, beautiful day. It's a nice, beautiful day. Okay, so I'm headed to a store to look at some laptops for video creation and just to be creative in general and to have one of those things because I lost my other one at some point. But due to some unforeseen circumstances, I'm not going to post this. Yes, I am. I'm going to post this because I got a view. I got so happy. I got a view. I have one view, and I was like yelling across the street at this dude. I'm like, I got a view. Yeah. And dude, that's lovely. Those milestones, those little things are the best. Like, I had 0 views, and I was kind of down about that. I had 0 views, 0 views. I got one view, bro. I looked and I had one view, and I was like, I got one view. So, yeah. Imagine what happens when I get a subscriber, right? So, what was I gonna say? What I was gonna say, and the reason for doing this video, is that oracles, okay? We're talking about oracles on a serious note. So if somebody's reading your future, they're only able to read a projection of your energy at the current moment. So the future is limitless, right? There's all of these paths, there's all these various paths that you can go down with different end results. And then variations from that, each thought pattern produces more results, and more end patterns. So you're constantly creating your future. So when somebody gives you a reading, it's based on current events. It's food for thought. It's a personal reflection. It's not a set thing where people claim to know what's going on at each time. Hey, you know, you pulled back your energy from halfway across the world, for instance. And I'm like, what? Like, you cannot, nobody is that psychic to where they know absolutely everything and everything's going to happen. It's not, because the future is constantly evolving. Maybe they can know everything at the present moment, or through intuition you can pretty much know how you may feel things, and you may be an intuitive that feels things like myself, but it's never 100% accurate. So that, if you rely on just that, in my opinion, it's out of balance. You must also use your intellect mind, your thinking mind, your thought mind to balance that intuition with a concept like, well, it could be true, it could not. Well, this and this and this is true, and I know from these past experiences before. And so you balance it with your thoughts so that you're not a fanatic, right? And that's all I wanted to say. And I don't even know if it came out right, but it was right in my head that there's a balance achieved through experience. And yes, intuition and psychic ability is real, but it's not 100% when it's like one of those free world Rome games. The more you do something, the better you become at that something. And it's never going to be 100%. You're not going to hit the ball every single time. Nobody can do that. And it's meant to be like that. And it's fun like that. You don't want to perfect anything. I mean, you get to your style of perfection, but it's not everyone's perfection, which makes the world limitless and beautiful. Look at these plants. Look at the plants. And see, it grows different every time. And if it gets chopped down, it grows different. And it's always evolving. These rocks, that's so cool. It's always evolving into something else. And so are you, with every thought pattern, every behavior, every experience. You're constantly, what would you say, like spreading out. You're manifesting outward in all directions if you want to be. And you're you're taking all that in constantly and reevaluating, recalculating, rejuice, and coming up with new assumptions, new identities, new ways of thinking, new ways of life. And that, to me, is the human experience. We never want to stay stagnant. You never want to get to a point where, like, this is where I'm at and this is where I'm going to be, especially if it's negative. You don't want to stay there. You don't have to, right? Doesn't matter your physical circumstance. In your mind, you can constantly be evolving to another truth. If you don't like it, change it. And it's not that simple. You don't just think and things manifest. And no, it's a process of behaviors, thought patterns, changing. How can I change this? What can I change about it? This is really cool. Dude. Like, dude, I'm from the country. I've never seen land with rocks and stuff, and people probably think I'm weird because or maybe not. But I'm so fascinated by little things like that, because it's not little to me because I've never seen stuff like this, right? I've been places when I was younger and went to West Texas. I was very, very young. And to do it as an adult and walk around and just explore and have, an open mind of exploration is so gratifying. It's fun. It's liberating. It's I've lived a better part of my life trying to get somewhere in a structured manner and to do things out of structure but with structure, with balance of taking care of my responsibilities, and in my free time going exploring is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, and I really love getting out in the sunlight, doing these things. I really want to go camping really bad. So I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm going to continue to post videos. It's what I've been wanting to do, whether it gets monetized or not. Hopefully it does, because I really see myself exploring everywhere, maybe living in tents, maybe going from house to house, like go stay at people's cribs. I don't know, but like going out and exploring things, seeing what they're like, getting better ways to video, sharing knowledge, spreading experience, and being true and authentic about it. Like, this is what I felt about it. This is what you may or may not expect. Things of that nature, and to expound from that. So so when I say all that, I have a lot of ideas that span from those ideas, and I'm super excited about it. I will always have a way to make some kind of money to live, and I'm leaning away from doing things I hate just to make extra money, because by the time you get back into the swing, you've spent that extra money because you're tired, you're docile, you're not connected, you've ran yourself in the dirt, you're not feeling valuable, your boss wasn't good to you, all these things. And by the time you get back from that, was it worth it? Did I waste my time? Of course. By not pursuing what I truly want inside. And if it doesn't make a lot of money, at least it's what I want inside, right? Money it's just money. Yes, you need it. And I like to have a comfortable means of existence. I don't have to have a lot of money, just enough to be put up for later and enough for now, right? And I do like nice things and all that, but I don't have to have them. But I do want to build something as well that would make a lot of money. Of course, everyone wants to make a lot of money, but not in the name of making myself miserable or to the point where my health is affected in negative ways, and I'll be light on that subject. Because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Because I am blessed with a super good metabolism, which is actually too much. It just eats and eats and eats. And I don't really enjoy eating because you have to eat all the freaking time. It's a lot of maintenance. And if I eat a lot of sugar, it makes me feel like shit. And I like high energy. I love going exploring. I love running and sweating and feeling powerful and like, I love powerful love making, you know, for extended amounts of time. You can't do that if you're out of shape, you know what I mean? Especially when you get older, you know, because sex is a beautiful thing when used properly, and it's not just for the act of doing so, unless you're at a festival, of course. and that is another thing. Maybe I can go to festivals and put them on film, or I want to create CG animated movies, short films, because I am a writer and I do write things, and I do have a script. So we're going to explore into that. I'm glad. I could just talk forever, so I'm just going to start doing these things like I wanted to before. I wanted to make sure that my videos were my videos in a certain way, and since I am presumably on video a lot anyway, and I could just put my video on my camera, which is really weird, which is really effed up, that my privacy has been rated to a point. And then so this may be a quality test of what type of people were in my business, because if nobody watches my videos, then they weren't for me to begin with, and I should just discredit that altogether. And it helps me mentally navigate the plane of existence that I'm currently in. It's a beautiful journey. I love it. I love every day. I'm appreciative of being here. I love God. I love the sun. I love the trees. I love Mother Earth. I feel connected. I feel wonderfully made and in health, you know, and it's not like it's perfect, but it is my perception of it. I have many problems. I have lots of pains and stuff, but I don't focus on those things. I focus on the positive. And, you know, you get to a certain point in your life where it's just life, you know, your back hurts, this hurts, that hurts. You're falling apart day by day, and you're like, when am I going to live my effing life? I haven't done any of it. I haven't done any of that living stuff. I've done a whole lot of trying. I've done a whole lot of, all right, this works and that don't work. So now it's time to take all of my experiences, and people seem to appreciate all of the knowledge I have gained through trial and error, and I would like to express those things. And you can comment, you know, if you have a question, something you would like to know about, maybe I could video on that through my experience, and have a more positive impact on the world, and to uplift more people like me that would love to have a positive impact and connect and unite as well, and come up with innovative solutions and technologies. And it's the start of a beautiful thing. The earth is going through a shift, and I'm along for the ride. I'm truly grateful. I love everyone like no other. And if anybody tells you any different, tell them to kiss your ass, because or come talk to me. You know what I mean? Like I haven't met anyone until the last few years that just freaking hates me. And it's like, how did the world get to where everybody hates each other? Like, that's a spiritual problem. We are spiritual deficit. It's sad. It wasn't like this before. Or maybe that's what I was missing out on, and that was the world, could very well be the world I felt left out of. And I'm glad I didn't get into that, of being a little hoity-toity snooty motherfucker that doesn't appreciate all the people that died for this country, and that there are many people that have less, and you shouldn't just go flaunting yourself around like you're the shit. You know, that kind of thing. So I'm kind of glad for that. But I mean, somehow I've become valuable, and I plan to spread this into the new age, into the new wisdom, into the new hearts and minds in the collective consciousness, so we can all learn and break ourselves free from these chains of materialism and stuff that bind us. It's good to have materials, but not in the way that we're using them, or our technologies, or our perceptions. It's not that it's wrong. I'll tell you a secret. You are the technology, all right? You don't need to put technology in your body. That would dumb you down. You are the technology. You are much more advanced than any AI and any computer capability. It's all inside of your wiring system. You just have to activate it and learn. And that's what we're going to do and practice together. It's going to be a beautiful journey. I love you. I have to go in Best Buy now and look at some laptops. Yeah. And I got these open ear headphones, and I don't know, they're not loud enough. And my last phone, I was just like, you know, I'll adjust to the volume, and I did. And it was cool, you could hear stuff around you. But it does have limitations. One is volume. Two is you can't shut everything out if you want to. So if I have shitheads that want to talk that crap and try to, you know, that I don't want to listen to, I can't block that out readily on the, you know, headphones really help that out to stay in the zone. Or if you're in noisy situations, they're not very useful, but they are badass for running. They are very useful. They just need a little bit of volume. Jesus. Mother Mary. Oh, there went a beautiful woman. Yeah. All right. Jeez. All right. Okay. Thoroughbred. And she was like, like a horse. And she shook her hair and shit. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Did I say whoa? Whoa. All right. So, Bo out. I love you. I love you. I love you. Mwah.